What's good, YouTube? This is Day Queasy. I'm your host, and welcome to the Day Queasy channel. Alright, so today is my only day off. I've been working 6 days this week, so I'm gonna try to do a few videos today and try to get them out. If I can't get them out sometime during the week, I'll try to edit them and randomly, post them on a live. But my goal is to try to get them out, today. So in this video, I came across a Steve Harvey clip that I kind of disagree with. Now, I actually have mixed feelings about Steve Harvey because there's some shows that I'm like, okay, I get it, I understand. And then there's other episodes where I'm like, whoa, I disagree with that 100%. And it just so happened that this particular video, I disagree with. So in this video, there's a young lady talking about how she was dating a guy for a while. They're not like in an actual relationship, like they still call each other friends. And apparently the guy does not want to be in a relationship with her until he is financially stable. So let's play the clip so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And like at certain points I'll pause it and kind of, give my opinion or my insight on the situation. And pretty much just how I disagree with Steve Harvey 100% in this video. But let's play the clip.
So I've been dating my friend for the past 6 years, on and off, more consistently the last couple years. I call him my friend because he's uncomfortable with titles. He says he wants to be more financially stable before he settles down with me. So I'm at a point where I'm kind of tired of waiting. I wonder, should I be waiting for him to settle down, be financially stable, or should I walk away?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How old is he?
37.
37.
Mm-hmm.
For you, is it worth hanging on to?
I just hate to start all over, build another 6 years, but I'm at a point where I am unhappy.
No, I understand. And that's an important
All right, let's pause this for a second. One of the things he brought up was his age, as if his age should mean something. Okay, for a man who's been dating for a long time, one of the things that I definitely realize is that being financially stable causes a lot of unnecessary arguments. Meaning that most of the time when couples are going through stuff, it's because financially they're having hard problems, not being able to pay for things. And sometimes when a man knows that he's not financially stable to take on a role of being somebody's boyfriend, which comes with a huge responsibility, if he's looking at his finances and realize I can't support this woman and myself, because that's just the thing. When you get into a relationship, it's no longer about you. It's you and the other person. So to some men, including myself, now that I'm getting older and I'm starting to see how things work, if you are not financially ready to support you and somebody else, why get into it? Again, I think this is coming from an emotional standpoint instead of a logical standpoint. Because if the man, I feel, did not want to be with her at all, he would have left. He do want to be with you. He just understands that he cannot financially support you and take care of you the way that he wants to. So yes, he wants to keep you around as a friend, because as a friend, there's certain responsibilities he doesn't have to do. But as soon as you guys get into a relationship, that changes everything. That man knows that if once he becomes your man, you basically become his responsibility. So the age thing, that to me should mean nothing at all. But let's continue on with the clip.
Statement that a lot of women make. You don't want to start over. You've invested 6 years and you want it to count for something. But he has to want it to count for something too. So the question becomes, here's the question, what it becomes. It's just simple. Do you want 6 more years of this? So the only way to stop the 6 years of what's been happening to continue to happen is you have to just make an ultimatum. And what a lot of people are afraid to do is make the ultimatum because they don't want the fear that the guy could walk away. He ain't where you want him to be no how. You want him to be there, but he ain't there. Let me just tell you this quickly.
I disagree with that. Again, I feel like everybody blossoms on their own time. You have some people who in their 20s are able to just blossom. And you have some people who don't blossom to their 30s, some maybe into their 40s and even 50s. So again, if you want somebody to do things on your time, that to me, that's a selfish act. Because part of being in a relationship is it's a team, meaning that both of you guys want to be able to get into the relationship on an equal playing field to where the man feels like he can do what he needs to do as the man in the relationship, and you can do what you need to do as the woman in the relationship. Now, I'm not going to go into roles because every relationship is different, and everybody has their own way how they want their relationship to be. That's not what this video is about. This is just pretty much about how rushing somebody to try to be something that they do not want or cannot be at the moment. Now, again, you've been with this guy for 6 years. If you felt like this is not what you want, what you truly really want, then you should have let go a year ago. The fact that you're with this person for 6 years and now you're complaining that you want more. I mean, you knew what you signed up for when you first spoke to this guy, which a lot of us go through that. A lot of times, like I've had plenty of situations where me and a woman would start out, and I asked her, "Hey, what are you looking for?" I'm not really looking for nothing, just friendship. And of course, through time, I'm not saying that people won't change their feelings because you can. I just think what ends up happening is that conversation is never brought up, it's never spoke about, and now she's in her feelings. She wants more. When you guys originally spoke about y'all situation, it was not what she currently want now, and now that she wants more, maybe the guy feel like I don't want more. When we spoke, this is what we said that we were gonna be, and this is what we're gonna do. So at that point, I feel like the woman has a choice of leaving that situation and finding someone else, or stay and stick it through. For her to be with this guy for 6 years, I'm sorry. Like, I feel like at this point, you might as well stick it through. Because if you did not want this man, after 6 months to a year, you could have just left. Why be with somebody for 6 years and then complain? Or, correction, why date someone for 6 years and then still complain? If you felt, or if the guy felt that he wasn't ready in a relationship, I feel one of the things that the woman should have been doing was just keeping her options open. If the man told you that he's not ready to be in a relationship yet, and this is something that you want, keep your options open. If you find somebody else, this man can't get mad that you found somebody else because he wasn't ready to be the man that he felt that he could be for you. So again, that goes back to, I feel like, communication and having these conversations. But enough of me rambling. Enough of me rambling. Let's go
on. When I flunked out of school, I came back to live with my parents for 6 months. And so every time I got paid, I kept telling my mama, I said, "Mama, I'm gonna get a new car." She said, "I know, baby, but your old car is outside in the driveway up on blocks." My old car was sitting up on cylinder blocks in the yard. Cups was under it, leaves was under it. Every payday, I come in the house. I said, "Mama, I'm working. I'm gonna get me a new car." She said, "I know, baby, but your old car in the driveway up on blocks." This went on for about 5-6 weeks. Finally, I always know my mother always tried to teach me something. So I walked in the house one time, I said, "Mama, I'm telling you, have faith in me. I'm gonna get myself another car." She said, "I know, baby, but your old car outside up on the blocks." I said, "Mama, what do my old car up on the blocks got to do with me getting a new car?" She said, "Because you ain't prepared to get the new car." She said, "See, Steve, as long as your old car under the block, where you gonna put this new car?" And so I said, "Okay." So I called my partner up, paid him $15. He came, towed my car away. This was a long time ago. You can't tow no car for 15 no more. So he came, he towed my car away. I moved the bricks. I swept up all of them under the car, cleaned up all that paper, got me some concrete cleaner, put it down, got them oil stains up, boom, cleared out the driveway. 2 weeks later, I didn't get a new car, but I got a used car. And I pulled it up in the driveway. I said, Mama, I got the car. She said, I know, because you cleared out that old raggedy car that was up on blocks. So I said, Mama, so what was you trying to say to me? She said, son, if you're going to ask God for something, you got to make ready to receive it. But if you don't...
Those are two different scenarios. Those are two different situations. What he's talking about is getting something that's materialistic, okay, versus a relationship. You can't compare the two at all, because a relationship is a lot more complex and takes a lot more hard work and dedication for it to really work. A relationship, it's not a great relationship overnight. There's sometimes a lot of pushes. There's going to be a lot of left and rights, a lot of arguments. There's going to be times that your relationship is tested. It's just totally different. What he's talking about is removing a car from a particular spot so you can make room for another car. And it's like, that's not the same thing. Like, I understand what he's saying, but I can change that scenario in so many different ways, So I just feel like, you can't compare materialistic situations or items versus human compassion or human interaction, or just what a human relationship is really all about, because those are two different things. What you're basically trying to tell people is treat your relationship as if you treat your materialistic things. And that shouldn't be the lesson. The fact that she been with this man for 6 years, my opinion, because I don't know her or the gentleman, I feel like, it's not as what she painted to be. Because if she truly wanted out, she would have been out a long time ago. You would not have stuck around to be the friend for 6 years. That's crazy. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Remember, this is Day Queasy. I'm your host. This is the Day Queasy channel. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, like, and all that other stuff. All right? Later.